Welcome to Watchmen Wednesday. For today's video, we shall be opening up the Comedian. I'm really pleased with the last figure I opened up, Ozzy Mendes, so I can only imagine that this one is going to leave me just as excited. Taking a quick look at the art on the back of the packaging here, I really like the fact that they've just done everything they can to make this cool for people. He has the W on the back of his box, so eventually I'll be able to spell Watchmen, and I'll probably use it as the backing for a Watchmen action figure display. Having opened up the VHS style clamshell, we can see that the Comedian comes complete with his signature flamethrower and shotgun, as well as that really cool art style character card. Now, having popped the Comedian out of the package, let's just have a quick look at some of the accessories it comes with. The Comedian comes complete with, as you can see here, his signature flamethrower for setting people on fire, his signature shotgun for shooting people in the face, this handy dandy cool looking little Watchman stand, this rad bio card. I just can't get over how much I really like these cards. I'm definitely going to display them. Let's read the back of the bio card, shall we? Mighty Jovial Savage, Edward Morgan Blake, which is the Comedian's real name, is and always has been a clever brute with a raging lust for violence and a severed disdain for humanity. Unabashedly crude and unnervingly cheerful in the face of incredible violence, Blake dons the disguise of the Comedian. As a masked vigilante, he gives himself a license to kill without pity or any apparent sense of remorse. Now, this is what makes the Watchmen universe cool to me. You have characters like the Comedian who clearly, I mean, if you would put him in the DC universe, he would be classified as a villain, except for he works for the American government, and he's technically also a vigilante, so maybe he would have been on Suicide Squad. It's hard to tell. I mean, the Punisher and Wolverine are both anti-heroes. However, the Punisher has a very strict code. There's certain things he won't do, where the Comedian will cross that line without even thinking twice about it. Although it's important to note that the Comedian is strictly against what Ozzy Mendes is doing and has done. Although technically the Comedian didn't live to see it, he still knew what was going on. Now, starting at the feet and going all the way up, you can see a whole pile of new sculpting on this figure, and they've done a really great job. I want to point out that the guns on his waist, yeah, those actually don't come out. They're just sculpted right onto the belt, which makes sense because he has other accessories anyway. But overall, I am loving this figure. I think that they've done an amazing job of recreating the Comedian's character in 6-inch DC Universe Classic scale form, and taking a close look at the head. How about that face, though? That looks amazeballs. The hair, the scar on his cheek, the mask, the look on his face. They just did an amazing job with this figure's face sculpt. Now, if there are any drawbacks, I don't like the fact they didn't take the time to make the actual happy face on his button, which I'll end up doing myself. And another drawback is that his shoulder here is actually skin color. They didn't take the time to make sure that this got painted as well. So those are two things that I would say would knock the figure down to a 9 as opposed to a 10. But overall, I gotta say I'm really pleased with this action figure. Now, his flamethrower just fits right onto his back in the same way that a DC Universe Classics cape would fit onto their back. It just fits right on there like that. And then he can hold it, you know, like a badass, like that. Like, ta-da! I got a flamethrower, I'm gonna burn your house down, I'm gonna burn your face off! And here he is with the shotgun installed. And man, this figure strikes a very awesome look. Look at that. I just love it. I just love it to death. Now, I would give this action figure of the Comedian a solid 9 out of 10. If you're a Watchmen fan, you're probably going to want to pick this one up because it's an excellent representation of the Comedian in action figure form. The only reason why I would dock marks is because of the laziness when it comes to the happy face pin and also the red on the top of his shoulder. But other than that, this is a solid attempt at creating an amazing action figure of the Comedian, and I think you're going to love it. Anyhow, that's all the time I had today to make this video, so thank you so much for taking the time to watch it. If you actually have this figure and you'd like to let me know what you think of the figure down below, then let me know down in the comments because I like to hear from people. If you like this video, please be sure to slap a like on it because that way I know you liked it, and that kind of thing helps me out a lot and encourages me to keep making more videos. Also, if you think you'd like to see more of this kind of stuff in your inbox, then just hit the subscribe button and you'll get what we do on an almost daily basis sent right to your inbox. Hooray! Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye for now.